Welcome to 6 Degrees of Jim. Today we got a special thing we've been working on. It's the cattle truck. So this is a 1960 one-ton Chevy truck. It's formerly is a cattle truck. It's been a cattle truck its whole entire life. The gentleman, we bought it from a one family deal. They have a big ranch, and big shout out to Jason for selling me this fine piece of equipment. They use it as a cattle truck. Dad went over to Montana, bought it, drove it back. These whole things flop up and they put cows in it. Pretty cool. But we got a different plan for the cattle truck. We're going to make it a mobile bar. So right in this section here are going to be the taps, tappy tap. So you can drink, pour drinks. Hey, how you go? Hey, how you doing? So that'll be the drink area. We're going to build a few shelves of it. We're going to redo this is just a jack handle, temporary. This is going to be our little shade area. We'll have a little bar out front of it. But we're going to go ahead and clean all this up, but we're going to leave it all original. That's the plan. Along with the paint, we're going to leave the paint all original. So it's going to have a decal, or not decal, but a hand painted that we're going to patina it down so it looks like it's been there a long time. Says the cattle truck, mobile bar, something like that. We'll let the artists kind of work their way through that. But today is kind of one of the first projects we have to start on the truck. So, short of me showing you how to change oil on it and, just some of the, the maintenance things and some of the boring stuff, there's some other things we're going to do. And I thought this was interesting. So over the years, they've had the window or the mirror on here a couple different ways. And what it is, it's these big bus mirrors, I call them. So these big giant mirrors like so. Well, I took them off because we're going to clean it up and it looked unsightly and they were kind of like this when we got it. So I want them on there nice and solid. And I need them because you can't back out the truck without a mirror. You got to have a mirror. So we are going to put the mirrors on. So what's the big deal about that? Here's the big deal about that. They got all these funky holes and people put all these funky screws in it. Over the years, who knows what kind of holes they have. So instead of putting some funky screw and a funky hole and a funky deal, pulling it all apart and make it all weird, we are going to do what they have a couple different things for it. They call them threaded insert rivet kits. You can get this at your local Amazon, or you can get it at your local Harbor Freight, or where they sell them everywhere. So these are an aluminum rivet with the bolts and the washers that comes kind of as a kit. I don't remember what I paid for it. It was nothing. It wasn't very much money at all. So we're going to drill it to the proper size. We're going to go in there, rivet, and we'll have really nice holes. But that being said, this is just sheet metal. Aluminum's going to work fine, light mirror. But they also make one that goes into steel. So that will go into steel. So it's a grade 8 is basically what they're calling them. So you need a grade 8 bolt to collapse them. And what they do is they go in the hole and then you cinch them down, usually with an impact gun, and this thing will collapse like a big mushroom behind it. And I'm telling you, these things work really, really good. They work really well. They work good in blind holes, like where you're welding up your frame, things like that. But stay tuned. As I put this thing together, you'll see the finished product. And again, this is cattle meets beer. So what a fun thing. It'll go to, weddings, birthday parties, things like that. So wherever they need a bar or a tap, and we can do beer, we're going to be able to do mixed drinks, we're going to do regular non-alcoholic drinks, we're going to be able to do it all in our kegs. And go look at my other videos, because I have a couple videos of this kind of starting already. And then, of course, do the like and subscribe and all that. And then tell me on the comments, because I love the comments. You guys have been excellent with my channel on the comments. Have you ever used the nut search or the inserts or whatever you want to call these things? I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me the actual technical term for these. So go ahead and, go ahead and down there and tell me all about, have you used them? Have you had success for them? Love them, hate them, so on and so forth like that. But again, go look at my other videos about the cattle truck. We're pretty proud of this thing. We can't wait to get it on the road. We're looking for early to late spring to have it completely done and ready to roll. But you know how that goes. So stay tuned as we put the mirrors on. Okay, real quick. This thing is like solid as a rock. It's unbelievable how they turned out. Those things are freaking cool. So get yourself some of them, and then let me show you something here. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but this mirror is terrible. So this glass cleaner cut out lubricant, it's Beta Clean. You can get it on Amazon, your local Amazon. And it is way better than any freaking blue stuff that you go, and it just makes a mess. Let me show you. They love this stuff. This is the ticket. Spray it on like so. Now let's get that window while we're here. Let it cloud up. Ugh, not good. And there you have it. Yucky. So that's going to do it for the nut inserts, the threaded rivets, the nut certs, whatever you want to call them. That's what's going to do it. I mean, this thing is just like unbelievably tough, strong. I'll have no problem with that. It looks good, nice and clean looking. Mirror's going to work great. You know, like and subscribe and stay tuned to our channel because this truck is going to be a cool build. I'm still going to bring you the 56 wagons stuff, the 55, not a Nomad, that's not a 55. And then also my 55 two-door sedan, post, pillar, whatever you want to call it. So, we're going to do all these fun car stuff. That's what it's all about, is just having a great time working on some neat old stuff. And stay tuned because we're going to have lots and lots more. And again, I want some comments about what you think about these threaded nut certs. Oh, one more thing. On the back, it came with directions, and they actually worked. Who knew?